All right, welcome on in everyone to this episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council sorter patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Mobile Area Council number 4 out of Alabama. The council was originally a name change in 1927 from Mobile and Baldwin counties. And originally, if we go back through the collecting guides, the older collecting guides did differentiate the first issue into 4 variations, A, B, C, and D. We do happen to have all of those to show you today, so let's head on over to the patch table. And here we have what was formerly the T1A, listed with a dull yellow border, light blue background, BSA, yellow fleur-de-lis, and a red name. The primary differentiating factors on these is going to be the border color shade as well as the background blue. T1A here is a cloth back patch. And I think I'm just going to move this up as we cycle through T1B through D so you can kind of see the head-to-heads there. For the T1B here, we have a dull yellow border, pale blue background, so we do expect that to be lighter. BSA, yellow fleur-de-lis, and also a red name. So again, the T1A listed as light blue background. The T1B and C will both have pale blue backgrounds. Also similar construction cloth back. On the T1B. The T1C also having a pale blue background. Now this is listed as having a bright yellow border, pale blue background, bright yellow fleur-de-lis, and they list this as a red-orange name, as compared with the previous two, both listed as having red names. And the red is much darker on the T1A and the T1B. T1C here happens to be a plastic bag. So again, this being light blue and this being pale blue. And then we go to the last of the twill issues, the T1D. T1D comes the closest, in my opinion, to looking like the first issue T1A. And here we are listed as having a yellow border, a blue-gray background, yellow fleur-de-lis, and red name. These colors in person appear very similar in shade. This is really kind of blue, and this is that same blue, just adding that slightest tinge of gray. But they do look very close to one another. And it took us a while. This is one of the ones where we could tell from differences in text thickness that they were different issues, but until we got all of them together, it was very difficult to say for sure that was going to be the 1A, that was going to be the 1C, etc. It really took getting them all together to kind of be able to compare and decide based on the descriptions which we felt was which. T1D goes back to being a cloth backed patch. And again, the A and the D end up looking the most similar with the light blue and blue-gray on the backgrounds. We have one more in the same style as the next patches went from twill to solid embroidery, but they did keep the same graphic style. So this one is the S2B. There, again, in the older guides were 3 variants of the S2. We happen to have the B, which is listed as a yellow border, pale blue horizontal stitch background, yellow fleur-de-lis, and red name. The S2A is a vertical stitch background, and the C does not list the style of stitching. So more difficult to decipher those. Again, if you were trying to collect all the issues from Mobile area, we were just mainly focused on the twill first issues, so differentiating the T1A through D. Hopefully you guys have found this video entertaining and informative, and we have new episodes out every single day. I want to thank everybody that comes back to check out the next episode. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one for you. But until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.